let's jump in and start our new lessons today. So before we start, hope you have this before we start, create a project folder where we will be creating our content today. So we are creating our HTML media content folder and the index.css. So let's use the exclamation mark to get a template of our page. So let's edit the heading to HTML media content. So let's create a main section where all our content will be. So this main section is will wrap the entire content of our app. Let's create an image tag. This is how we can insert images in our website. So we are opening an image tag. So let's go and find a link to our image, because we are not inserting the source. We have to insert a source of an image before our image can work. So if you are taking an images from your local machine, that will be different. By here I want to copy an image link from Pixabay. So you go to pixabay.com, come and select one image, copy the image link. Let's go and insert it in our work. Okay, let's choose this one. Let's copy the link of this image, insert it in our image. So let's copy image address. So in the source attribute, that's where we insert our image link. If you are getting the image from your local machine, make sure the image is placed inside the HTML media content, and you will call the name of the image here. So let's go and check if our image is working. So let's go to desktop and select our work, that is HTML media content. Let's go and check if the image is working. So you can see our image is working here. What we inserted is here. So let's go and add some few HTML contents. Let's go and work on other stuffs. So let's see if we can add a video tag. But first, let's wrap our content in a division so that we can have a separate containers that wrap our work. So let's have a div tag. Let's close this image in a div. Let's copy this. Let's go to the next line. Let's go to the next line and paste the image. Let's edit this one to video, because video also takes same attribute. And let's change the source. So let's change this one to iframe. For video content, you all know how videos manipulate on the web, and for iframes, the iframes are used to insert content from other sites, like you have a video on YouTube and you want to insert it in your wig. So let's go to YouTube and check for one video. We are going to select a video from YouTube, bring that video to our website. So normally you see those videos, you see embedded videos from other side. You don't know how it's been done. They use iframe. So today we'll be using iframe. So let's find some Before you can get the embedded link, right click on the video and you will see the embedded link there. Copy the embedded link. So we've copied our embedded link and now it's here. So let's save our work. Let's also change the source of our video, because we were still using the source image for the video. So you can it's either we go back to Pixabay and find another video, or if you have a video in your folder, you can call it inside your HTML content. So let's go to Pixabay, back, search for videos on Pixabay and use a link. Okay, I think this one is okay. So right click and copy video address. Yeah, copy video address. So let's come and insert the video here. Let's insert the video here. So we are adding the controls attribute to get the play, the pause, the forward button on our video. When we remove the controls, we are not going to get those controls on the video. So let's refresh our work. Let's refresh the page. Okay, if we scroll down, you see we have our video here. We also have our YouTube video down there. So this is how so you see, yeah, so that's how we can insert media content in our HTML way. So let's link external CSS to style it small, because it's looking horrible. So we have our main class. Our main class wrap everything. It wraps the entire work. So let's display the main class flex. So in using the flex boxes allows you to manipulate your content in a flexible way. So you see we now have our content in a row direction, not in a column direction again. Weight, let's give it a weight of 100%. Also let's see if let's align the item center one each. Now let's style our image. Let's give it a weight of 200 pixel and a height of let's see 200 pixel. We want to get them same size. So let's copy this and use it for the video. So now you see we have our video with a weight of 200 by 200. So let's start. I think I start for the image, but what is happening? Let's go and check it. Let's go and check it back. It seems the video is a video. Okay, the image star didn't appear, so I am changing the video to the image. Let's copy the same thing, use it for the video. So let's change the image to video so that we have the same weight. Let's go to the next one. That is our iframe, so we can have the same weight and height. So let's refresh our page and see what's going to happen. So you see we have the same height, weight. For the video, you are seeing a white space top there. That white space is actually like how the video is. So for you to cover that space, you need to stretch the video, but we are not going to stretch the video. So let's continue to start our video, our content. Yes. Let's add margin to our main class to give it a space around the entire container. And also let's add padding to our image to give it inner spacing. So padding applies inner spacing to content. Whenever you call it padding in CSS, it applies inner spacing to your content. We also have okay, now I think I'm duplicating CSS, so let's use the same class and see if it works. Yeah, it's still working. So we are using one CSS but styling them together in order not to repeat codes here. So we have to use one CSS, call it all the classes and style them together. So let's have a padding of 10 and a margin of 10. The margin gives space around, while the padding gives space to the inner containers. So we now have our content separated. So this is the basic way that you can insert this is the basic way that you can insert images, videos and iframes to your website. So you can start creating the basic website today, create your own images, add iframes and also add videos to your website. After this video, we will do amazing tutorials. We are going to create real world applications, how you can create a productive app, a real world application. Like, we will not be basing on this basic things again. We will start creating the real world applications. So let's add shadow. Let's add shadow to our container. So the entire application, we are going to add a shadow to it. So let's go to CSS scan and copy a shadow. So we are adding this shadow to our web. Let's give a weight of 400 pixels. Oh, what is happening? Let's go and check what is actually happening here. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not supposed to add weight but rather height. Okay, so you can see our contents are now on a card. So we have elevated section. You can see an elevated section there. That is our card, and it's because of the shadow that's why we are seeing that. So let's style our div. So let's give that shadow class to our div instead and get them separate styles. Yeah, this is what I mean. So now we have our content. You normally see things like this. So now we have the basics styles here. So basically this is how images, videos, and iframes are inserted. Let's add some title to our content. Let's add H5 title to our content and see if to fill the empty spaces on our card. So let's add some basic title. So you can see we have H5 down there. I think we didn't copy the same thing for our image. We didn't replace them. Oh. So let's add some basic CSS. Let's add some CSS to our container to make it look more nice. Let's give it a weight of 200 pixels. So let's refresh our page and see. Oh my god. Okay, wait, let's increase the weight more, or let's take off the weight. Let's take off the weight. Let's refresh the page. All right, so now you see our content are in a flex direction of row. Let's flex it column. Let's flex our content column. So we have our content this way. I didn't add H5 for the video. Good. So that is how we can apply such things to our website. This is how you can insert basic things. This is how you can insert images, iframes, and videos to our website. Topic we are going to cover now is going to be HTML forms. How do you get input from the user? How do you submit those input to your server? So we are going to learn the basics of you getting an input from a user, how you can create a form for a user to enter the details to sign up or to create something. Yes, so this topic will teach you that. So I've created my HTML forms, index.html, and now we have our template in. Let's change the title to forms. In the body tag, let's create our form tag to wrap everything in a form, because we want to take information from our user. So our form class, let's create an H4. So we are adding a title of sign up and the label. The label stands for the
as a user, what you sees and what you sees before you enter something to the input. So the label will be like your email. So the label here is email, and the input type is test, because emails are test. So the input type is going to be test, and the label is email. When you run this, you see how it will look like. And the next, let's move to the next one, or let's try this. Yeah, let's copy it. Let's add a break tag to it, otherwise it's going to be on one row, and we are not going to start this. So let's add a break tag. Another label will be username. Let's add a username. The type is password. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be password rather. The username there is supposed to be password. So change it in yours. Let's add another one, the label phone. The input type should be number. Let's see. Let's add another one. Let's see. Let's add address, and the input should be test. Addresses are test. So let's go and check this work and see whether it's working. So let's go to HTML forms. So let's go to HTML forms and check this, so you can see how our page is looking like. We have so let's see, this is how our page is looking like. We have the sign up, we have the username, and we have the form. So based on how we specify each input, that's the kind of input it will accept from the user. So you see the name and you see the password. I said change the username to password. I did a mistake. Instead of password, I said username. So you see numbers accept numbers, password accept password. So, let's add more input. There are basic input that you see and you don't know how it's being created. So we have a radio type button. So the type is radio, and we have a check. So okay, let's add a file button. Okay, we have a file. We also have let's change it. Let's change this one to checkbox, and let's change the label to check. Let's add another one. Let's change it to button, and let's change the input type to button. So let's run our work and see. So this is radio button. This is how files are selected, and when you click on the choose file, it sends you direct to your files. Check. This is how you check something. And buttons. we didn't add text to our button. So let's do something. Let's add some basic text to our button. So instead of creating the input type of button, let's remove that one and create a button itself as submit. Let's create a button as submit. Let's create a button as submit. So now we have our button. Let's refresh our page and see if we have our button there. So you can see we have the submit button. You can see we have the submit button there. So now when you submit, it tries to refresh the page because it's sending data somewhere. So if you notice sometimes operate, any data that you enter, when you click on the submit, it sends the data to the server, and that's how communications are done on the internet. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to like this video. Please like this video, comment your thoughts, and let's all keep growing this channel. Thank you.